Right, okay, folks, welcome to I will start again. Welcome to a Friday Waffle. The Friday Waffle that wasn't meant to come to you, but anyway, it's here. Yeah, just a wee catch up, let you know what I've been up to. Hope you're all doing fine. Weather-wise, in Scotland, last week it was really nice. We actually had a bit of a summer. The weekend was nice as well. And then this week, since Monday, the weather has just been pish. They're saying that it is actually quite nice tonight. I've got to say, I think the weather this summer has just been pretty shit. You know, there's been a lot of rain, not so much wind, but it's just not been what we expect it to be. But then we've been saying that for years, and that is I think I mentioned that in last week's waffle. That is the reason why I would. It's the one single reason. Well, there's a couple of reasons actually, but that is one of the reasons that I would gladly move abroad if I could afford it. Never going to happen, unfortunately. So, what have I been up to? Last weekend, I can't even remember what I was doing. I was through with my girlfriends. Monday, didn't do a great deal. Tuesday, no, what did I do on Monday? Was I doing something on Monday? I can't remember. Tuesday this week, I was at pool. I got absolutely pumped, stupid, but then I'm playing two of the best guys. Wednesday, one of my friends was across from me, the States, excuse me. So we I picked him up and we went for a pint. I had a pint of shandy, and then we went for a big walk. Kind of got lost. We went in a kind of country park, but it was all right. So that was last night. Tonight's Thursday. I'm recording this because I'm going to be out on Friday night. So that's kind of been it. I was hoping to get to as you probably know, I've given up cook school, and I do want to get back into running. At least I want to give it another go. So I figured the best way to do that would be to join a running club. So that's the plan. I was meant to be going there tonight, but I had to. You've heard what's going on. One of the dogs is making a noise. How come every time I start a waffle, it always kicks off? What was I talking about? Yeah, you've heard the old Mother Hubbard poem, whatever it is. That was me. I quite literally had nothing in the house to eat, so I had to go and get some messages tonight. Do they call them messages in England, or is that a Scottish thing? I think it might be a Scottish thing. Go and get your messages. I think you guys call it groceries. So that was me tonight. One of my mates is coming up. He's coming over tonight. We're going to watch Kevin and Perry. Was it Go Large? I think it was. Great film from the kind of early 2000s. It's probably really dated. It's probably a bit shit now. But yeah, we both fancied watching that, so that's what I've got planned tonight. So listen, it's not going to be a long waffle. I don't think. Well, let me just read out the comments first. Obviously, last week I was talking about how I'm going to really cut back on live streaming, which I have done. I didn't do my Sunday live stream. This is Vinster Games 1236. Apologies about my bloody dog barking, honestly. Been lurking on your channel for years. Enjoyed it lots, thank you. Love your waffles as I get an insight into you and your life. I'm a far less sociable fella than you for sure, but all credit to you. You're clearly a good guy who bounces off good people. Thank you very much. Waffles aside, I guess I've enjoyed your other stuff best, which I get takes ages to plan, capture, etc. But you're good at it when you do. Just do what you're happy and enjoy doing it. If it brings you no financial benefit, then hopefully you shouldn't have the pressure to produce content, which I'm guessing you do. Your followers will, I'm sure, look forward to whatever you can put out and understand if you can't keep to a 3 times a week schedule. Keep up the good work, fella, at your pace. Thank you very much, Mr. Vimster Games. That was really nice of you to say that. The Peller 210 is asking me, am I heading to Blackpool this year? I presume you're talking about the Play Blackpool event. No, I won't be. I've mentioned it quite a few times. I am bored of Play Blackpool. I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the actual event. It's the same, it's never changed and all the time. Even the guests, they're really starting to struggle for guests. Um, I did do talks on was it 2022 and 2021. I couldn't make it last year. They got somebody else in who apparently was very, very good. But they've asked him to do it this year, so I think that's me probably finished with Blackpool doing the talks. If I had been doing the talks, I would have obviously gone down, but yeah, so you probably won't see me at Blackpool again. Not to say that I won't go down at some point, but definitely not this year. User VN 7IP8ZC6F. That sounds like one of these password generators. TV themes stream, please. How many epics are there from the 70s and 80s? I love your streams, but would understand if you wish to take a break. I did actually, when I did a live stream, my last live stream, whenever it was last week, I did play a few TV themes. Was asking you guys to guess. Pretty good fun. That went down pretty well. Tower Bridge 04. I would second some other comments here. I watch most of your content. It's light-hearted, fun, and brings a welcome distraction from the rigours of life. I'm comfortably unsociable, but did contribute to your live chats in the early years when fewer people knew you. Nowadays, I only contribute to 20th Century Gaming's live streams where it's usually quieter. Very small audiences is my thing, and your live chats are now too saturated for me. Not a criticism, and I'm pleased for you. Sounds like your head and heart are at odds. Just do what makes you happy and feels right at the moment, rather than following set routines which bring unnecessary expectation. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I used to regularly upload C64 and Amiga stuff, but I've taken a little break for now. By the way, oh, hang on, he's got something else here. Read more. By the way, I really like your driving waffles. Very relaxing and different from the norm. It's weird. It's if I'm sitting downstairs with the camera pointing at me, it feels very staged because I'm setting up a camera and all that kind of stuff. Doing this using my webcam doesn't feel as bad. I've actually got the TV turned off, the monitor turned off, so I'm not got a bright monitor. I've got a monitor there, obviously. But when you do driving ones, it's like talking on the phone to your mate. So yeah, I do find that it's quite relaxing to actually do them. It's actually quite a good time to do them. So thank you very much, Tower Bridge. That is very kind of you. And Colin Jones, the weather is bloody awful. I expect extremes of climate change, but please let us have some extreme heat once in a while. You think 30 is bad? Oh, I'm talking about the speed limits, 20 along trunk roads. Yeah, there's a lot of little villages in Scotland now that they have 20 miles an hour. It does feel extremely slow, but I guess that's the whole point. You know, if you're driving at 20 miles an hour, you're unlikely to have an accident. You know, if somebody runs out in front of you, you're going to have a chance to brake. So I do understand, though some days it feels like you're walking, you know, it's like snail's pace. You do have these phases with YouTube. You'll get the bug back, don't force it. Currently on an early morning bender, so a bit off myself too. Take care, and as I says, don't force it. So yeah, listen, thanks very much to everybody that said that. If you didn't watch last week's Friday Waffle, I kind of hit a bit of a stalemate in YouTube. I wasn't feeling it. Struggling to do any sort of videos of any kind, even live streams. Live streams are probably worse actually. I don't know. So I took a self-imposed holiday from doing live streams. I'm not to say that I'm not going to do a live stream in the next couple of weeks, but I think the problem that I've had is I went from, I spent about 8 years just doing videos, making content, putting videos out for you guys to watch. And then about 2-3 years ago, pretty much when I moved into this house actually, I started doing live streams, and they just got more and more regular to the point that that was all I was doing. And whilst I do appreciate that people enjoy live streams, they enjoy seeing people playing games, as a content creator, it's actually quite dull. It's quite boring because you're not really getting a chance to play a game properly. You're playing games that you probably don't want to play. You're playing games you've never heard of, which can be a good thing. But there's no sort of like template or script or structure to a live stream. It's just you playing games for a couple of hours. So not doing it, I've actually, I kind of feel like I'm starting to get my mojo back as far as making videos. I'm about halfway through making a 2 hour video. It's going to be, that was the year that was 1984 for the Commodore 64. Suffice to say, there's going to be over 150 games getting featured. So I'm enjoying that, and the great thing is I'm doing it at my own time. There's no pressure. I can just, I can do a couple of hours one night, do half an hour the next night, do nothing for a couple of nights. So I'm enjoying being back in it, which is great because I really, last week, the week before, I was kind of deliberating, thinking, do I just give up YouTube? Do I take a complete break? For a while. I'm glad I didn't because I am enjoying doing the videos again. I will get one out tonight actually, or last night I should say. I meant to. What the plan is to try and get one out sort of Monday, Wednesday, and then you'll get your hopefully get a kind of live waffle, get a Friday waffle on Friday. Depends if I can be arsed, if I've got anything to say. So yeah, I'm back. Don't hold your breath for a live stream anytime soon. If I decide I want to do it, I'll do it. But yeah, I think who was it was saying that? I think it was Vinster, or was it Tower Bridge, was saying, yeah, don't. The problem is if you start sticking to a routine and people then expect. I understand that. I don't mean that people expect you to do a video. They understand that real life should always come first, but they think, oh, he's doing a video tonight. Sunday night, he's doing a live stream. And I think as well, when I do eventually go back to doing like a live stream, it will be more fun again. It'll be more a novelty. It's like anything. If you're eating, not that I'm comparing my channel to caviar at all, but if you're eating caviar or steak every night, which I actually had tonight, I had a nice sirloin. If you have sirloin steak every night, it starts to become, you start to, what was it called, the law of diminishing returns. You get less and less pleasure the more you actually indulge in it. And that's the way I feel with live streams. It's just got to a point where I wasn't even really enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, when I finished it, I thought that was good fun. But actually making videos was something. So I'm glad I've taken that choice. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I am with that. Just very, very quickly, I've been trying to sell a lot of stuff. I'm saying I've been trying to sell a lot of stuff. I've been trying to sell a few things. I've got rid of a few things. I'm talking about my my video game collection, my sort of hardware and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. I was watching a live stream or a video about the ZX Spectrum, and it kind of got me thinking. Whilst I love the Mister, I mean, as I've said, the Mister is the best thing that I've probably the best bit of hardware that I own. It's fantastic. It does everything you want it to do. I just thought to myself, I would like to have a future-proof way to play original Spectrum games because, whilst the Mister is fantastic, there's always keys on like a keyboard that you maybe can't replicate. You don't know what key it is. And even if I do get rid of every system, I'm going to keep the Commodore 64, and I think I would like a Spectrum. So I want like a future-proof Spectrum. I do actually have, is it just Specky? I have got a small Spectrum which is pretty much, it uses like an SD card and all that kind of stuff, and it connects to VGA. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have sold the Spectrum Next. But then I had it for like 2 years, and I think I played in it like twice. And when you look at the price of these things now, I'm like, holy shit! I mean, they're going for like £500-600. And then something just clicked. I remember one of my friends who watches my channel. He was selling a what do you call it, a clone of the ZX Spectrum. Was it called the N-Go or something? I think it is, something like that. And it's effectively a brand new motherboard, whatever you want to call it. And it's a ZX, it's a Spectrum Next. It is a Spectrum Next, but it comes in board format only. You don't get the keyboard. But my friend has got a really good keyboard for this thing, so I bought it off him. He was selling it. He gave me a really good price, which was really appreciated. So hopefully get that tomorrow. It's been posted, so I'm quite looking forward to getting that. But yeah, you know what, people. One thing that I can't be arsed with the kind of retro scene is people just get so hung up on original things. You know, they want this. People will pay £600 for a Spectrum Next. I've got exactly the same thing. Looks slightly different. Yeah, I mean, I have to admit the Spectrum Next was a beautiful looking machine, but I'm going to have the same thing, and it's cost a fraction of the price. So looking forward to doing that. What I will do is I will do a kind of a Mainmeister looks at when I get it. I also want to do one on my Sinclair QL, which I got a few months ago. But like I said, now that I'm not doing the live streams, you're going to get more kind of varied content. I'm going to be a lot of other stuff, arcade perfects. I'll do some magazine read throughs, stuff like that, stuff that you used to enjoy back in the day. So you can start getting misty-eyed and nostalgic for some videos that are going to return. So that's pretty much it, folks. I'm going to get going. I know it's not a long waffle, but it's better than nothing. So I'm just going to say once again, thank you very much to everybody that takes time to support my channel, to comment. I mean, it's nice to see there's about 5 comments there from people that I've never had a comment from before that I can remember, which is really, really nice. Please keep the comments coming, because if I have comments and I've got topics to talk about, I will continue with the Friday Waffles. So, quickly turns on the monitor again. So, listen, until next time, folks, have a great weekend. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching.